Guys, this is the Umbreon AK-47 here with another Wi-Fi battle. Well, one of since forever. So yeah, I hope you guys are ready to enjoy this battle, and let's get it on way. So let's go. So yeah, I start off with my Mian Shao against this Rampardos. I'm going for on a limb here because I know my opponent has a Dusclops. So I'm just going to go for the high jump kick, and luckily they do not switch out, so I at least do not get made look like an idiot. Also, this is a E4 challenge in our league. I am one of the E4 members, and this guy's name is Zorad, and he's challenging me in an official E4 match. So anyway, back to the match. So now he sends in his Infernape. I switch out to my Entei. He goes for the fake out. It's nice to see some other people running fake out on Infernape. It's pretty cool to do, and honestly, Infernape's a beast when he comes to it. So now he sends out his Quagsire here. I go for the extreme speed because I just wanted to make sure whatever I do, it's nothing crazy and out of hand. So now you have this Quagsire in, and I'm sitting here like I'm going to try to Will-O-Wisp it, hoping that I can get the Will-O-Wisp off before it goes to a water move. But no, I didn't think about it, and I forget that most people run Toxic on their Quagsires these days. So yeah, now my Entei is badly poisoned, and it is not looking good for Entei, but at least I got that Quagsire taken care of, because he cannot do as much as it wanted to before. So now I bring back SOF, because I still need that my Entei for the Dusclops if I have to fight it. And now he goes for the Scald. And unfortunately, I get unlucky here, and he gets the burn. So yeah, Flora doesn't get to do as much as I wanted it to do, but it doesn't matter. He will now... Yeah, now I get hurt by my burn, and it's just not looking as good as I wanted it to be. So now he'll switch out his Quagsire, and I go for the Seed Flare here, thinking, oh, go for the instant KO. I should have predicted the Infernape switch in, but I just didn't want to risk it. Luckily, he gets a special defense drop, but I did not want to risk a speed battle here between Infernape and my Shaman, because most people run Jolly or Timid Infernapes. But he makes a switch here, and predicting me to switch out, and I go to my Shikabane, which is actually a really bad matchup for the Landorus, but he knows what his Landorus could do, and he goes for the U-turn. So yeah, he made a smart move there, just kept on, he's trying to keep his Pokemon game solid. So he brings in Jirachi. I go for a Scald, hoping for the burn. Unfortunately, I am not as lucky as most people, and I don't get a burn on my first Scald, unfortunately. But here he makes a pretty crucial move. He goes for the trick, and he gives my Shikabane choice specs. So I'm sitting here thinking, okay, I lost leftovers, but now, since I'm a special attacker, I can hit you harder. So yeah, that's actually a bonus for me with that. If you're really just going to choice spec something, I would think that you would want to give it to something that can't really use it. But yeah, this is awesome for my Milotic. Now it can do some extra damage before it dies. So now I just keep going for Scald, and eventually Jirachi's life will run out, and Shikabane is doing well. Now here I didn't want to risk any Water Absorb or Unaware thing, because these abilities can really get to you if you don't know what they're running. So he goes for the Toxic, and yeah, it's not looking that great for me. Shaman just keeps coming in on all the status moves. It's not fun for it, I bet, because Shaman, if I have all the status on it, I can't keep it active in the match, and it just keeps getting hurt and keeps getting bombarded with all these moves. But it doesn't matter. Shaman still does its job. So now he brings in Dusclops, and I just go for the Earth Power, predicting the Infernape switch in. But he knows well that I would try to predict that, so he made a good prediction there. Unfortunately, I did not go for the Seed Flare, which would have done a nice chunk. I probably would have tried to go for it again. Anyway, now I go for the Leech Seed, so I can at least just keep messing with this Dusclops and keep it on edge, make sure that it doesn't get out of hand with itself. He goes for the Seismic Toss, and I'm sitting here like, okay, it's not that bad. He does carry the Pain Split, but in the situation that he's in now, there's no way he would want a Pain Split with a Shaman, even if it does have 404 as his match. So now I bring in Shikabane, just trying to keep the low Pokemon in there so he can't try to Pain Split me and get all up in my grill, pretty much. So he goes for another Seismic Toss. This time I bring in Shikabane, but I decide to go for the Recovery, because I know that he wants to bring in, switching out his Dust Clubs, knowing that Shikabane now has extra attack power. So now he brings in the Quagsire, hoping for the Water Absorb, but I can tell right from there that I'm not going to give it to him. So now I switch out Shikabane after getting some health up so that I can do some more damage later, and I bring in my Icarus. So Icarus is honestly one of my classic and favorite pokes of all time. Swallow is awesome, and there's nothing that I would pick out of all the flying types. I'd have to say Swallow is my fave. Okay, so here we go. I go for the Brave Bird here, and it will take out that Quagsire, no problem, no questions asked. Icarus gets the job done all the time, every time. So yeah, it's looking great right now. Seems like I have the match in perfect control. He brings in his Fernape. I know he's going to go for that fake out. So I switch in my Shikabane so I can at least take it really quick and then go for an instant Scald to take out that Infernape. So he goes for the Grass Knot, not knowing that my Shikabane could take almost any pretty much special attack that he's throwing at it. And I dish back a freaking Scald to take out the Infernape. So now it's looking really great. I have this match under control and there's pretty much no questions about it. He brings back in Dust Clubs. I decide to just keep Shikabane in and just get this thing gone. So he goes for the Seismic Toss, and knowing I can live that, no problem. And then I'll go for one more Scald to take out the Dust Clubs, and now it is within grasp. Now its last Pokemon is the Landorus, which you hardly get to see any of. But now he goes for the Earthquake, Skeezy KO for Landorus, and there's no way Shikabane could live that or outspeed it, that is for sure. Landorus is one tough Pokemon. I go to my Icarus, go for the Brave Bird. I do not take him out, unfortunately. I get so close, but it's just not there. But it's all good. Icarus did its job. He goes for a Stone Edge, but it failed anyway. And now I go send in my Mienshao for the easy one-hit KO with the Fake Out, and that will be the game. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the match. Guys, I'm back for good. Well, as good as you can say good. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, subscribe, and talk to you guys.